So, hi. Today is going to be a little bit different. I'm not talking about like any serious topics or anything. There's a few things I want to address before we get to the story time of the day. Yes, this is not the background that I would normally use. We're kind of just improvising on what we have. And second, we're right next to a broadcasting studio and we have some students playing some songs. So if you hear anything that's not me, it's them. But there's some good music playing over there, so I'm jamming as we play, like we're doing it good. Anyway, like I said, we're doing a story time today, and today's story time is right before my freshman year of high school, the summer right before, I moved to a different school. And when I moved to a different school, a few months in, like a couple months into summer, my mom had gotten me a bike. Well, I've always lived in a place that I was never allowed to ride a bike because of where it was, hills, country roads. So I didn't really know how to ride a bike. So me being 16 years old, not knowing how to ride a bike, I got my first big boy bike. It was pretty sweet. It's purple, sparkly, it's great. And I learned how to ride it. I was good at riding it. I could ride one-handed, all cool. I could be like, yeah, what's up? So after learning how to ride my bike, I was riding with my friend of mine in a trailer park that we lived in. I was riding with a buddy of mine, and the road that we were on had a big pothole in the center of it, right? So it was a downhill slope, and at the bottom was a big pothole right in the center of the road. So I'm sitting there, I'm riding my bike, his mom is behind us. I think it was my other friend's brother that was behind us talking about something. Well, we wanted to go off and ride bikes. So we went off to ride bikes, and I knew exactly where the pothole was. So when I went, I swerved around the pothole while my friend's brother was standing right on the side of the road. He was pointing at something across the road, and as he was pointing at something across the road, I had slammed right into his arm, flew off my bike down the road like this on my arms. So you can imagine me in a pair of jeans, probably my cowboy boots and a t-shirt, right? Sliding down the road on broken concrete. So I hardly remember anything from this. All I remember is seeing the road as I'm sliding down it, and then I look up at one point while sliding down the road. It was bad. My handlebars were broken. My handlebars were like this, and my wheel was like this. It was bad. So the brother from behind that was talking to us that I turned around to go and look at, he's running down the road towards me. I'm laying in the middle of the road, holding my arm. I was acting like I broke something, right? Because I am overdramatic and I cannot handle pain very well. So me being the overdramatic person that I am, I'm holding my arm, laying on the ground. I'm having trouble breathing. So he's like, you have to move. You cannot lay in the middle of the road. So I crawl my way into this person's yard, and I'm laying on my back, and I'm like, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. It was amazing. So he's like, you have to go home. You have to get that cleaned up. And I'm like, I can't walk right now. So I'm dying on the side of the road. The brother scoops me up, takes me to my porch, because we were right by my house, takes me to my porch, sits me down on a chair, and I'm still hyperventilating. I'm like, I'm like overreacting. And my friend grabbed my bike and his bike, wheeled it back up to my house, dropped them in the yard, and I'm still like, I'm out of it. I'm like, my arm is broken. There's blood running down my elbow. There's blood running on my jeans. It was bad. But it was fun at the same time. Like, you don't think of having a bike wreck and absolutely screwing up your knee and your elbow as fun, but it was fun. I relate to whatever that was. I don't know if you could hear that, but I relate to that. But it was very, very fun. I loved it a lot. It was a great experience. I went inside and my mom was chilling out and whatever, and I'm like, Mom, I wrecked my bike. And I'm like, I don't think I can clean it. And she's like, oh, you're so overdramatic. I'm like, I'm sorry. She's like, what happened? I was like, Tristan, the one that clotheslined me, I was like, Tristan had his arm out and I ran into him because I wasn't paying attention. And she was like, okay. And then, like, she's getting my elbow cleaned off, getting all the rocks out of it, and then I think I ended up putting on shorts or something, cleaning out my knee. It was a fun experience. And then later on that day, since, like, my elbow hurt really bad, so I couldn't, like, get back on my bike and everything because I was shaking still, and I decided to go on a walk. So that was a good day, and that was only a few years ago. Honestly, if I could have something epic like that happen to me again, I'd go for it. I would do it. Fun fact though, the exact same flannel that I'm wearing right now, I wore this to a fair that was not long after my bike wreck to go and see my friend. And I actually have pictures of me and my friend, me in this thing. So me wearing a light shirt, my arm bleeding still. I had it all patched up and everything, and like at one point I was holding my arm like this because it felt more comfortable having it bent, because that's how it got injured, and usually like it's comfier when it's injured. Yeah. Never mind that. I don't know how to explain it. But this was the same exact flannel that I was wearing when I went and saw my friend not long after my bike wreck, and I went and rode like fair rides and stuff, and that was a fun day as well. So that was story time on the day I wrecked my bike. I hope you laughed as much as I did. And I am out. Bye.